Hello, Brentwood High School. I'm Oliver Brogdon.
And I'm Ben Mahaffey. Here's what's making news.
Election Day is now just 2.5 weeks away, and there is more on the ballot than just Trump versus Biden. Ethan Meadows has more.
With Election Day closing in, citizens will soon have the opportunity to cast their vote and use their voice. Many places in Brentwood will give citizens a place for their voices to be heard. Places such as libraries, churches, and elementary schools are all set up to serve as polling areas for the citizens of Brentwood. Registered voters may come in and fill out their ballots. This will give citizens the chance to let their voices be heard through the vote they cast and exercise their involvement in government. They will be able to vote from presidential candidates all the way down to commissioners on their ballots. Early voting started October 14th, and all voting will end on Election Day, November 3rd. This is a great way for citizens to do their civic duty. Ethan Meadows, WBHS 9 News.
It's one of the top academic achievements for a high school student. 16 Brentwood seniors were named National Merit Commended Students. They scored among the top 4% on the PSAT. There are only about 200 in all of Tennessee.
If COVID wasn't enough, now we're having to deal with the West Nile virus again. West Nile is a disease carried by mosquitoes that can make you sick. In some cases, it's even deadly. The health department trapped mosquitoes that tested positive near the intersection of Edmondson Pike and Holt Road. The best way to avoid the West Nile is to dump any standing water where mosquitoes breed. You should also use bug spray when outdoors at dusk or dawn.
Coming up, a sneak peek of Friday's football game.
And a Bruin claims a state record.
My hands on myself. Think I'll dust them off, put them back up on the shelf. Kiss my little baby girl is in need. Am I coming out of left field? Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might be over now, but I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Let me kick it like it's 1986 now. Might be over now, but I feel it still. Got another mouth.
Tonight is the first of 3 straight home football games. The Bruins host Franklin tonight at 7 p.m. Next Friday, Independence comes to James C. Parker Stadium. That game was originally scheduled to be played on October 2nd, but was postponed due to COVID. BHS wraps up the regular season at home against Centennial. The Bruins are 5-2 on the season, but undefeated in regional play.
Football isn't the only sport doing well this year. As Riata Bullrob reports, Caitlin Vanderkolk recently broke a state record in cross country.
It's been an outstanding year for the girls cross country team. They are undefeated, and senior Caitlin Vanderkolk has recently broken the state record.
I broke the 5K school record. I ran 17:45.
She's done great. She set the school record in Huntsville a few weeks ago. She ran, obviously, the fastest time in Brentwood history on the girls' side. She also, has won some meets, and she's done a really great job at leading her team and encouraging her teammates to reach the goals that they've set at the beginning of the year.
But it's also been a difficult year. Because of COVID-19, they didn't find out until August whether they would get to compete. Their practices have been limited, and because Percy Warner Park is closed, they haven't gone to run in any home meets.
So we compete a lot out of state, Alabama a lot, and then we went to Memphis last weekend, and then the rest of our meets are in the Huntsville area, so a little bit closer.
But the Lady Bruins haven't needed the home track advantage.
They've done really well, so every meet that's scored, our girls have won, so they are undefeated so far.
And Vanderkolk has been leading the way.
I've been running cross country for 5 years. I started in 8th grade. One of my friends convinced me to start running track, and after track I realized that I liked running more because I was a competitive swimmer before that. But then I decided to keep running cross country, yeah.
The team travels to Hendersonville the next 3 weekends before competing in the state meet early November.
My team got second at state last year, and yeah, my team is undefeated this season, and hopefully we'll have a chance to do well at state this year too.
Riata Bullrob, WBHS 9.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Ben Mahaffey.
And I'm Oliver Brogdon. See you next time on WBHS 9 News.